What's up, everybody? Tones here. Well, let's start with the good news first. As you can see, I'm clearly not vaporized and buried deep beneath the Central California desert. And the bad news is, neither is Chili. I know, sorry to disappoint you all, but hey, he's a cockroach, he could survive anything. So I would like to take this opportunity to answer many questions I've received, as well as give people a more clear picture of what my plans are for the channel moving forward. So the short of it is, I need to go away for a while. Not to jail, unlike some people. No, I just need to take a bit of a break. I'd actually been planning this for a while. It happened to coincide with my reaching 10,000 subscribers. I actually thought I had a couple more months before that would happen. So really, it's just a coincidence. So no, I'm not quitting immediately after reaching such a major milestone. And I'm not leaving forever. In fact, I did have to respond to a few emails and a few direct messages from some very concerned fans and fellow content creators who thought that my video was sort of telegraphing a goodbye on a permanent basis. So I can assure everybody, no, I'm perfectly fine. I was always planning on taking this break and having it end with a bang where it did. In fact, if you go back and watch now the new playlist I've created dedicated to just my Delete Laws videos, the very first one does show the foundation being laid for the storyline and how it was going to end. You saw the first time we ever saw, what does the entrance to my bunker look like? Well, I chose that image for an obvious reason. And all that drama out there with me and Fezzington watching the sunset, wondering, what more is out there, what more is there to do. That also laid the groundwork for the decision I needed to make. So this was something very much in the works for a while. But as many of you may have picked up in my last video, I'm pretty much just moving on to other topics. I want to explore other topics, and the reason I need to do this is for sort of two reasons. The main one is that covering frauditor videos as of late has started to have a bit of a strain on my physical and mental health. In some really stress-inducing videos, I have found myself experiencing increased blood pressure, tightening of the chest, tension in my neck and shoulders and jaw muscles. Some of them have made me so angry I wanted to hit something, and I've pounded my desk a few times. This thing's pretty sturdy. I'll give it credit. But yeah, just for the sake of that, I need to step back a bit. Now, does this mean I'm quitting the topic of frauditors altogether? Not necessarily. I may still stick to videos that attack more of the practice rather than the individuals. So you won't see me reacting much to their clips, which means sadly the Mel Brooks clips might be few and far between as a result, since those are mainly just reactionary. But yeah, I'm going to probably do more videos, more like the entertainment category video, the Venn diagram video, more of just approaching things from the more analytical and exploration side of things. The other reason is that I meant what I said, that their time is coming to an end. YouTube is starting to crack down. And unfortunately, channels like mine, despite the size it's reached, are getting caught very much in the blast radius. So a lot of videos are struggling to be approved, even though the frauders have no problem because they have audiences 10 times the size of mine. And we all know that YouTube plays favorites. They deny it, but it's true. In fact, even my Dumb Days of DeCastro series, of those 5 videos, the last 3 of them, even 5 days later, are still pending review or manual review for monetization. So, all those views are pretty much unmonetized. Now, I've said in the past, I'm a part-timer. Making money is not my sole priority with this channel. It's a nice bonus, and I do enjoy, let me put it this way, I don't expect it. I'm not like the frauders. I don't feel entitled to anyone donating money. I don't ask for it. And when it does happen, I am genuinely surprised, and I am genuinely moved, and I'm genuinely grateful. For anyone who's ever sent me a super thanks or a super chat or donated to my PayPal or bought merch, thank you for that. I don't demand it of you. You didn't have to do it. But when you do, I am very much grateful for that. So just to clarify, this is not me e-bagging because those videos I worked on didn't make any money. But I do want to expand into other topics so that if I ever do want to try to make this channel profitable, I want it to be for more, interesting reasons. Like drama's fun, but sometimes I feel like discussion and just encouraging people to really think about something is always fun. Like I like to entertain, and at the same time, I'd rather people walk away entertained and maybe learned something in the process than try to teach people things and just hope they had fun. And come to think of it, I think that's a quote I may be borrowing from Walt Disney. I have to look it up and confirm. You can tell me in the comments section if I got that right. But yeah, I want to expand my horizons. I want to do more, and of course, for anyone curious, I will still cover the occasional Sovereign Citizen video. Those videos I don't get stressed out at all about. They are genuinely entertaining because I think there's no margin for error here. Like they are clearly in the wrong 100%. It's like watching a flat earther. Like you don't have to be a scientist or an astronomer or anyone, who finished high school and above to know that they're wrong. So it's genuinely okay to laugh at that. But for the most part, yeah, I want to cover more complex topics. The main thing I love is I'm a guy who loves his nostalgia. So I would definitely love to explore how entertainment for kids, what we grew up with back in the day and then what's out today, how it's evolved, how they seem to be giving their audience a little less credit these days. Because when we were younger, we watched stuff that was not afraid to be serious, teach us life lessons. It was willing to give us complex characters and more involved storylines. And just the overall look of it was incredible. I mean, you had shows with practical effects that were stunning, and now today a lot of it's very cheap 2D animated stuff that, you could see on, Newgrounds. So I would definitely want to explore more of that and kind of reminisce and explain how, hey, the stuff we used to watch is why we are able to look at the behavior of people like frauditors and just shake our heads like, what the heck's wrong with people? Why are they obsessing over something as stupid as this? Because, the other stuff today might be the reason why, you have people who think they're entitled to everything. They don't really know what it truly means to have strife. And, like they don't approach life the way we do. So, yeah, I think it'd be a fun thing to explore. So that's everything that's to come, and I think it's going to be great when that happens. In the meantime, I am going to be just taking a break. I'm starting off with taking a lovely vacation that it's long overdue. In fact, by the time you're hearing this, I've already left. I'm well outside the jurisdiction, let's just say that. And then even after that, I'm just going to, dedicate my time to just focusing on myself, taking care of my, health. And, there's a lot of people, family and friends that I've missed out on seeing because I've been busy editing videos over the weekends and whatnot. So definitely want to spend more time with them. And I've got hobbies I've wanted to get back into that were really good at helping me relax. And so, like I said to Fezzington, when the time is right, you will find me again. I'm not going away forever. And you may still see me pop up every now and then in the comments section or in in people's live chats, and I have definitely been neglecting going through all my own videos comment sections, which I have to say has been the greatest source of support for me, more than any super chat or super thanks or donation could ever do. It's just reading everyone, and you may notice I like everybody's comments. I make sure to read all of them because it's great to hear the things you guys say. It's wonderful to get feedback. Heck, I even get a little laugh from the occasional troll who just shows up and says something completely nonsensical that, honestly, I'm thinking, wow, you spent your time to write that. I'm flattered. But yeah, you guys are what helps keep this channel alive. And, as long as you're here willing to listen to my dreary, raspy voice drone on and on, I'll still be here. So until we all meet again, be good to one another, and I wish you all the best.